Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with not a tactics talk. It's Mount and Blade. Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time. 7 years. The first one came out about 7 or 8 years ago, maybe slightly more than that. And we've been waiting for Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord for a long time. But basically what we have here is waiting 7 years to get a game with 5-year-old graphics. But it's a great game, man. It's a great game. And I know a lot of you guys are single game. My community it tends to be a lot of single game players. World of Tanks is their only game. This is a lot like being a tank in the medieval sense. It's really pretty cool. It's got a little bit of RPG in it, a little bit of action, a little bit of RTS. It's really kind of hard to pin down, but it is a lot of fun. It really is. I have about 7 or 8 hours into this thing now, so I thought I'd give you a quick look. This is the load-in screen here. I'm going to assume that you guys can get to this point, all right? It's on Steam for about 44 bucks, 45 bucks. Check it out. So let's go ahead and resume a game here. And I am here at 1700 in the afternoon showing you Bannerlord, Mount and Blade, also known as loading game, Loader Lord. Because there's a lot of loading, all right? There's a lot of screen loading. I just want to show you that, not because I'm trying to bore you, but it's there. All right, you load in, you can see that the graphics are right. They are what they are, okay? But you zoom out, looks pretty cool. You've got a world. You come into the world. This is my guy right here, my little group of 35 people. Now, if you haven't played it, and even if you have and it's been a while, I suggest you go into the tutorial, which is where you'll load in. You're going to get kind of a background thing. Your brother's there. He helps you on a mission, some other things. You'll read about it. Because there's a whole background of all the politics and the intrigue and the things that are going on in this kingdom. I want to say there's an empire and some people against them. You can see all these different factions, all the different flags. There's quite a few of them in there. So you'll get a little bit of that information, and then that will set you off on your main quest, which you'd never really have to do. You can run around and ignore it the whole time if you want. I think you do have to do it to advance in a couple areas. I haven't got that far. So in order to open some things up, I believe, you do have to advance in the main quest a little bit. But I haven't had to do that yet because I'm kind of busy running around. What you have on the map are cities, towns. So this is a city. This is a town right here. It gives you some information when you hover over it, as does this. All kinds of interesting information. How many people are there? What do they produce? Who do they belong to? Yada, yada. And then there are castles. And here's the castle right here. So the castles are where all of the nobles live. So if you need to go talk to a noble, you're going to go over to the castle. I don't think... you can go to the keep. So there may be somebody in the keep. Again, I haven't messed with that too much. All right. Let's just look at a couple things here. This is some information down below. You can see here that I've got 7,000 gold. My influence is 0, which stands to reason. I haven't done anything really to increase the influence, just run around killing low-level groups. I've got 100% hit points. You can see I've got 35 troops. That's how much food I have. Lets me know I have 18 days before I run out. If you run out of food, your guys start to leave. They get mad. Morale is okay at 44. My party speed is 4, which is okay. You can see that my view range is 12, not amazing. And I think it's actually, 6. I think it's actually 12 during the day because it is night right now, I believe. And over here we've got the daily party wage. 133 gold a day for the group that I have, 35 guys. I also have some companions, NPCs, companions that are kind of a higher level follower, and they can actually advance like you can. You can pick their skills and all that kind of thing. So they're more powerful and much more helpful. You can also set them to do certain things. They can go off on quests for you and some other things, which I haven't really got into. Down at the bottom left is kind of standard stuff. Here's the menu. We won't go through all that. We will go back to the game. This is the character. So here's the character. Actually, my face is over his. He's really ugly, brute kind of guy. He's one-handed, mostly weapons, two-handed weapons at 25. This number, the higher the better. These are your attributes, the higher the better. And then these are called focus points, which means that you're focusing on this thing. There's a math involved for what your learning limit is, and that's the green line. I'm currently residing at 65, which means I have some of these skills I can use. The way you do that is you click on this. I actually left this for you guys to see. I'm going to increase my damage by 4%, and then I'm going to increase my damage by 4%. These two were hit points increases, which actually that was shield bash, and that was hit points. On my two-handed side, I've only reached this level because I'm at 25 and only have 2 skill focus points. That's why on this particular one, if you look at the one-handed, I can get quite a bit further one-handed because I have 5 focus points there. On two-handed, I only have 2 focus points, so I can't go quite as far. I have one of these to pick. I'm going to take the hit points on this one because I don't plan to use a lot of two-handed weapons. So I'll just add some hit points. Polearm, look at that. I can't even get there yet. No, there's no focus. My vigor's good because that's the math. The focus and the vigor, and then this number here is how far along you are on this thing. So I'm not going to get very far unless I add focus points. It's polearms. I don't really care. Each of these skills are going to be related to this attribute that's on the same line with it. So vigor, control, endurance, cunning, I believe. Yes, cunning, social, and intelligence. So for example, social is a charm skill, a leadership skill, and a trade skill. Leadership's interesting because that's how many people you can move around with. And you can tell scouting is cool. We're scouting. There it is. That helps you look around on the map as you're running around and see more things. So all of these things help out. Obviously the combat stuff, bow, crossbow, throw, one-handed, two-handed, polearm, that's all the various weapons. And that's what this game is really about, is all the different weapons, running around on a horse and being a medieval tank, driving over your enemies, all that good stuff. Now I actually have a focus point left. I'm not going to take that because I'm not sure what I want to do, and I'm not going to futz around with it right now. But you click done here, and you're done. So let's just jump back into that really quickly because guess what? Your friends, your companions. So I have Hespedia, I've got Iria, I've got Melia, and Thalia. I don't know why I only found women. It was very bizarre. The only guy I found, and you find these companions in the various taverns in the cities, and you can hire them. They usually require some gold. The one guy I found was a really high level, and he wanted 18,000, which I don't even have. I don't even have now. That's the most I've had in the game so far. She's level 18, so she's already better than me. I'm level 7. You can see the level right there. This one is level 16, level 10, level 18. So it takes a while to upgrade those guys too, but all of their skills work the same way, which is pretty cool. So we go to inventory. This is the inventory right here. This is all the stuff I am carrying. I just won a battle, so I have some loot to go sell. I'll show you that in a minute. And this is the stuff I'm wearing. You can actually have a horse, which is cool. You really want one of those because that's the whole idea of Mountain Blade. I've got a sword, a shield, a morning star, and a broadleaf shaped spear. You can carry 4 weapons, and a shield counts as a weapon. If you're using things like crossbows or bows, one of these slots will have your arrows in it. So it does limit you a little bit on that. And you've got these various armor pieces, which increases your armor right there. Obviously, your companions, they're all wearing stuff as well. Pretty cool. So we go over here to the party. This will give you everyone. Now, you've got these NPC and companions, but you've also got these troops. And these are a lower level follower. They can fight for you and will fight for you. There's archers, all kinds of stuff. Different levels of them. This little chevron on the side, and you just hold over it, tier 2, tier 3, and it goes up to tier 5. I don't think I have any tier 4 guys yet. There we go. I do have one tier 4 guy. There is something you have to do to get a tier 5, which I know I haven't done. You have to have a certain level or a certain capability. And I've actually got 6 prisoners with me, which you can ransom. That's a way to make money. I'll show you grabbing some prisoners in just a minute when we do a battle, and I'm going to show you how to sell them. So that's what's going on in the party. You look over here, the quests. These are the quests that are active. That's the main quest right there. Investigate Neretz's folly. And this is a quest I'm basically going to lose because I did something bad in that city and they won't let me back in. The clan, you are a clan amongst yourself, right? You're trying to make your way in the world. My clan is Fizzlenitz. I am the leader, Dorf. And we've got these 4 followers with us, and it shows their skills and everything else. You can give them clan roles. We won't get into that, but it's surgeon, scout, a couple other things. And what that does is it takes their skill at that, and that's the person who does that for your group, and it gives them some bonuses. But there's a bit of a bug using it in this page, because if you scroll through this, it just randomly changes them. So I'm not going to do that. All right, so that's really everything that's going on the menu page right here. And you can see that we're right here next to this town. So I'm just going to click on this, show you something real quick. Go to the city, you go to the tavern, and it says, hey, look, I'll ransom your prisoners for 102. We'll do that. Go back to town center, and we'll trade. I'll show you how to do that. This is my stuff here I want to give to this guy. I'm going to sell it to him. He has, that's my money. Where is his money? All right, he's got 72,123. So there's no way I'm going to run him out of gold. So we're going to give him everything but the food. Remember, you need to feed your guys, so you've got to have food. So I'm just going to go ahead and give away all this stuff right here. Boom. That's going to get me 788 gold. You see that down here at the bottom. And we'll click done. All right. And you know what's a bummer is my oh, it's doing that again. That drives me crazy. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I've been pointing at all this stuff, but my I got to figure that resolution out. Something is really silly with that. Anyway, there you go. So we sold that stuff, and there's no arena fight. That's too bad. We're going to go ahead and leave, and we're going to try to run down these looters. This is going to be a really fast battle because they're not very good, but it'll just show you kind of the combat thing. They are fast, though. It does sometimes take a while to chase guys down. All right, so that's the graphics I was talking about, right? 5 years ago, this looks pretty good. 5 years ago, but this is not about the graphics necessarily. So I tell them to surrender or die. The other one would have just went away. You got to click that. I don't know why it requires that to be clicked before you get here, but it does. That's like a random thing. I could send my troops, and that's just the 35. We'll go in there and take them out. I suppose 34 minus me, but we're going to attack. And we get another load screen because it is a world of load screens. All right, here you are. You're on your horse. F1 gives you a bunch of commands, and there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. But I'm going to just go ahead and tell them to charge because there's 4 of these guys. All right, so I've got my mace out. Let's see if I can actually hit him real time. There we go. So I just thumped one. More than likely, he's now going to be captured. Oh, I missed that. Your horse will hit him too. These guys are getting hammered. There we go. So I drop him. Oh, there we go. Right? A tank on a horse. Or a horse tank, or whatever you want to say. Everyone's cheering because we have won. We beat 4. Basically, it's kind of like taking a mouse against some T1s. That's what we just did right there. Took our mouse and attacked the T1s. We actually lost a guy. That's actually pretty amazing. Oh, wait, no, attack. Never mind. We didn't lose anyone. Holy cow. All right. So we see that screen, that's the end screen right there, and we captured 3 of these guys. So I thumped 3 of them, knocked them out, and look at this. They're down on the prisoner list down here. You click done. Nice thing this game has is a reset button. So if you ever played an RPG or one of these things where you sold something by accident and there was no way to get it back, that really sucks. I do like that. That's a quality of life thing. You can reset it all. We can go boop, and they all go back. All right, so if we make a mistake, click done. These are the things that you captured from them. Not very much of anything. Not really worth anything right there. And we'll click done and we come out of that. And we are back into the world. So there you go. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go try to find an arena fight. I know there wasn't one there. So hold on and I'll be right back. Alright, I changed my mind. We're going to do one more battle here. This time we're going to use the spear here. We're going to do this and just tell them to follow me. Alright, here come the Sea Raiders. Oops. There we go. Oh, we'll use my sword. We'll just use the sword. We got a shield this time. Oh, I don't think we did anything to that guy. Turn around with it. Here we come with the sword. Oh, I'm only doing 1 damage with the charge of my. There we go. Thumped him that time. Got 59 out of him. Well, that didn't last very long, did it? There's more combat. They're very happy. Yeah. Right. We got 4 of them. I'm trying to see where the capture is. Doesn't really show that. All right. So we won. Maybe it does show the capture, but I can't find it. There we go. We captured 2 of them. That's good. These guys usually carry better stuff. You can see they've got more stuff than the last guys. The looters are like the lowest level that you can go after. So we're looking at this stuff to see if any of it's much better. This is all low level. That's fine. So we're done there. All right, very good. And now we're going to go find, like I said, we're going to go find ourselves a arena combat. All right, we found a city that's got arena combat, but we just got here. So we're going to go to the tavern. We're going to ransom those guys we just captured. Back to town center. We're going to trade. Click on trade. We're going to go ahead and just get rid of all this stuff. Be careful when you're clicking because you can see that those were above the grain, grapes, and fish, and I don't want to lose those. Excuse me, I don't want to sell those. So be careful on anything above them, and then down here, just click away and send them all over. That's going to get me 440. There we go. Now, what I always do here before I'm not hardcore mode kind of guy. I always save the game right before I go to the tournament because the tournaments can be a bit tricky, and if I lose really badly, sometimes I just want to reload. It's to taste. Do it if you want. Don't do it if you don't want. That's what I do. This guy has a quest. See the little blue exclamation point right there on him? He has a quest. We could talk to him. If we do that, we just click on him and we go talk. He'll tell us about what his quest is. I'm not going to worry about that. But we're going to go to the arena. And you can see that join the tournament. We have a tournament. So we're going to do that. And we have to join. Again, don't ask me why there's so many clicks. I can't figure that one out. So here I am, Dorf. You can see my name. Actually, right here, you can see my name, Dorf. And this group is going to fight each other, the red versus the blue. Now, I can watch them fight, or I can skip it. I usually skip. It's a cinematic. You can watch them go after each other. So we're going to skip that, and I am in this group. Now, I can bet, right? So I'm going to go over here and bet, and I'm going to bet everything. I'm betting it all. I can bet an extra 512. I'm going to accept that. And then I'm going to come over here to join, and I'm going to join this fight. So it's the blue versus the red, and I got a horse. It's random what you get. It really is. Ooh, I got thumped pretty bad. So we'll turn around. We're going to come at these dudes. There we go. I got a good thump on him. Let's go after their horsemen. Now, you can go after their horses. That is a pretty good technique, actually. I got 52 to the Master Thug. The guy with the little blue thing on top of it is my guy. And it looks like we basically got this thing. So we all survived, all four of us. You can see in the top left who's alive and who's dead. So we moved to the next level. I'm going to go ahead and just skip this round because I don't care about that one right there. That's the other four, so we'll skip it. One thing you'll notice is my companions enter it as well. Iria is one of my companions. So is Melia and Thalia. So 3 of them are still in it. Where'd the other one? The other one must have lost. Always bet. So I'm going to increase my bet again. And that will give you more money at the end. So we'll join this fight. And this time I got a sword and a shield. Okay. So what do we got going on here? Where's my friend? Alright. So you can block. Okay. Basically, it's right, left, down, or up. Oh, this is Iria, so I may lose this. This is my companion. She's pretty good. Yep, she got me. Oh, okay. Good thing. She got beat up by the other guy enough that I was able to take her down. Outstanding. Outstanding. All right. So we're to the next level. We've won 2 levels. So this is going pretty decently. We'll go ahead and max bet again. I recommend you do that every time, especially when you get kind of comfortable with the combat and you know you can win. We'll join this thing, and we got horse v horse. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, that didn't help. You gotta hate it when your charge didn't work. I'll be honest with you, it's hard to tell if it's better to take the horse out first or the guy, because I tend to get thumped by the... oh, that was a good strike. I tend to get thumped by the guys that are still... that are on the ground. I don't know why. So we're gonna go ahead and get a charge on this guy. Oh, doesn't matter. That must have been our companion. Yeah, Iria. So now it's just me and her. I'm gonna have to actually fight a pretty tough battle here. So the question here will be what weapons I get, because I'm better with some weapons. All right, sword and shield's not bad. So the right button is block. So I got a thump in her. Oh, I got 2. That's good. Ah. You got to kind of counter. That's really the best idea. All right, there you go. Fantastic. I don't always win those. That worked out. And what did I get? Well, there's always kind of a prize, which is pretty cool. I got a northern helmet closed. I got my bets came up to 1,784, and that's actually pretty good. So we'll go ahead and leave out of there. I end up winning that tournament Fantastic. Gotta love it. That was the first time. I actually won the first one I tried to do. I was going to reload and do it until I showed you a win. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we're going to leave. Now the party has a... Oh, usually what that means is these guys are ready for upgrade. You can see the little arrow. So the mercenary guard I can make into a mercenary swordsman or into a crossbowman. We'll go ahead and swordsman. And that costs you a little gold. And the Empire peasant is now a watchman. There you go. He's no longer... Well, there's one less peasant. There's one less peasant. And also, my quest is update. Actually, let's apply that first. You do have to apply things now. Oh, that's right. Remember, I failed some quests. I didn't show that to you, but I failed some quests as I was moving along. So last thing I want to do then is take a quick look before we go. What is that helmet worth that I just won? It's worth... Holy cow. What's it worth if I sell it, though? Wow. That's a lot. So we're actually going to reset that. Because is that... Well, it's a little bit worse than mine. More than likely, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give it... See, here's the kind of the catch-22 with your companions. Since you fight them in the arena, I believe you have your same armor, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I make their armor better, I don't know. I'm going to think about that. We're not going to actually do this. We're just going to do that. We're done. We still have the helmet. We're going to leave. And I'll just let you take a look at that. So, you know, give it a shot, man. It's actually pretty fun. Some of you may have played this, so if you see something I did that was wrong, or you have a better way, or there's some insight, just like always on my channel, we're all here to kind of play the games and learn how to do it. Throw it down in the comments, you know, what you saw or what you like to do. I would imagine a lot of you are way ahead of me on this, because like I said, I'm only level 7. I'm going to be able to get in here pretty quick and figure out how to... use this one focus point right here in a moment. But that's all I've got for today on this game, Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. I really enjoy it, man. Give it a shot if you want to run around. There is some PvP. There's multiplayer, so I haven't looked into that yet, but you can do that as well. But it is fun just raging around on your horse and whacking people. That's all I've got for today, guys. We will see you later.